Good afternoon. I'm sorry that I cannot be with you today due to British parliamentary business. However, thanks to technology, I am delighted to still be able to open this session discussing horse welfare, and I commend Nick Rust of the BHA and the IFHA for organising it. In over 3 years as the UK Sports Minister, I was proud to have responsibility for our world-leading horse racing industry. Globally, horse racing provides employment to tens of thousands of people, entertains millions on racecourses, and generates billions for the economies worldwide. It is deeply rooted in the social and cultural fabric of many countries, and it is an asset for policymakers and governments worldwide. However, today norms are being challenged and societal expectations are evolving faster than ever before. Horse racing's leaders must be alive to that revolution and how it impacts the attitudes of policymakers. Nowhere is that societal change demonstrated more than attitudes to animal welfare, including farming practices, transportation, wild animals in circuses, and of course the use of animals in sport. I have personally championed animal welfare campaigns with political resonance, including opposition to trophy hunting, fox hunting and the badger collar in the UK. In many countries, horse racing has a social licence to operate. This is commonly understood to mean acceptance of industry practices and procedures by the general public. That licence is granted in return for horse racing understanding and demonstrating its duty of care for the horses it breeds and races. If horse racing fails in this, that licence can easily be revoked. My mailbag as a politician is often the best barometer of attitudes. Increasingly, animal rights organisations and their supporters are filling that mailbag with concerns about horse welfare, including racing and especially around major events. Horse racing industries around the world need to be prepared to respond to this challenge. That is why today is such an important discussion, to which I would like to offer just a few thoughts as a policymaker. Firstly, the sport needs to be open and better communicate what it already does to ensure high standards of horse welfare. When I was Sports Minister, I was able to visit the fantastic veterinary, stabling and anti-doping facilities at Cheltenham. Demonstrating this care and attention to as wide an audience as possible is key. That will feed through to policymakers. Secondly, a clear evidence base is required. The emotional challenges presented by opponents need countered by clear evidence of investment in equine welfare and successful outcomes. And if that evidence does not exist, then the industry has a much bigger problem. Thirdly, you must be prepared to challenge attitudes within the sport and see things from a wider perspective. This is not about appeasing opponents, but understanding how the public and politicians outside of the world of racing will perceive welfare. That's why I am delighted to have joined the Horse Welfare Board established by British Racing. It is only right that outside and challenging voices contribute to improving welfare. You either have informed debate in racing, leading to proactive and reasonable change, or have change forced upon you by policymakers distant from the intricate detail of the industry but reactionary to public opinion. This is a turning point for the industry. It is time to embrace the welfare agenda, otherwise a generation of racegoers will be lost and an industry susceptible to decline. Much good has already been done, but there is more to do, and I'm sure this afternoon's debate will be interesting and productive. I'm sorry again I cannot be there, but I wish the thoroughbred racing industry every success in improving welfare for the benefit of our wonderful racehorses and an important sector to our economy.